Desire is you are sitting dead in the water. You're not moving. Your boat's not moving. Your sail is completely limp. There's no force pushing you along. And you're thinking, oh, wouldn't that be nice to be moving, to be sailing right now, right? So Vadim Zeland says in Apples Fall to the Sky in the big book on page 481, if you want to read it after this lesson, that would be advisable. He says that in the Holy Scripture, I'm sure he's referring to the Bible, it says, according to your faith, be it unto you, right? Or the interpretation here, you only receive as much as you are willing to receive. So this is really about what you believe is exactly what you are going to get. And most people believe that what it is they want exists outside of their realm of being able to have it, if that makes sense. Let me say that a different way. Most people think that the things that they want are outside of their reach, right? So they don't end up reaching because they feel that that'll be a futile move. So the big things, big success, big money, big adventure, big whatever it is intended for other people. It's too hard, it's too challenging, I don't know how to do it. Therefore, that reach never happens because of the fear of reaching out and not actually grabbing the thing. So the lesson itself, Apples Fall to the Sky, the actual in the book, the chapter of the book, what I believe this to mean is that apples falling to the sky is something happening that you sort of perceived as once impossible, right? Apples falling to the sky. Well, they don't fall to the sky. They fall down, right? So this difference right here, this is a huge difference. Perceiving the world as the apples falling from the trees to the ground, or choosing to perceive your world where the apples fall up instead of down. This is actually a very profound difference in perception from the eyes. I'll use myself as an example. When I was in this mode, apples fell to the ground, right? This is how reality worked. This was my lot in life. This is why I didn't have things. This is why I believed that certain things weren't for me. This is why I only tried so hard, is because apples fell to the ground and that's the way things were. So that's exactly what I got, right? Apples falling to the sky is me saying to myself, does that version of reality exist? Do I believe that there is a version of reality where apples fall to the sky? And I know now the answer is absolutely yes. There is a version of reality where apples fall to the sky. Therefore, I have the ability to do the things that I once thought impossible to. So one of the statements in the chapter that I absolutely love and is just it sums it all up in such a way that Vadim Zeland really presents to us to go after the thing that's intended for you. A lot of people are like, well, I just want more money, right? But that is not the thing that is going to make your heart and mind sing in unison, right? More money. If I gave you $5 million right now, you'd go and eat and drink and shop and travel and this and that. But then when the newness of that wore off, you would still be left with that empty feeling inside, right? So the idea here is that we connect to our ideal version of reality via that thing that's actually intended for us, not a false goal imposed on us by a foreign pendulum. So the statement, he says, the sail of false belief will never fill with the wind of outer intention. Okay, boom, there it is. If you are going to choose a false goal, a goal that is intended for someone else, I want to be a millionaire, right? If you're going to go after that when that's not really what would make you happy in the first place, outer intention is not going to fill your sail so you can get to that version of reality with a lot more ease, right? So quickly, I want to talk about the determination to have versus desire, because again, this gets back to the idea of the sail filling with wind, right? Desire is you are sitting dead in the water. You're not moving. Your boat's not moving. Your sail is completely limp. There's no force pushing you along. And you're thinking, oh, wouldn't that be nice to be moving, to be sailing right now, right? But as we know, just wanting something, just desiring something is not enough. Just like Vadim says, the sail of false belief will never fill with the wind of outer intention. So just desiring or wanting something is not enough to create that force that is going to help you towards your intention. So what is desire exactly? Desire is remaining stuck. This is you saying, well, this is just my lot in life, or I don't have any options. I don't see what options are available to me. If you didn't catch my video on curiosity, I would definitely check that one out, because this is a good way, becoming more curious with your environment is a good way to break out of being stuck. So desire is remaining stuck. It's waiting for your world to deliver, right? So I think Vadim says a short story in the book about the guy that is praying to God for money, right? And then finally, after a while, God says, well, geez, will you at least just get off the couch and go buy a lottery ticket, right? So if you're just waiting for your world to deliver what it is that you intend to have, this is you desiring, this is you putting your desire at a location in the alternative space that you are not closing that gap with action or forward progress towards that sector of reality, right? So you're saying, well, the $1 million is over there, and I'm just gonna wait until something presents itself to me that'll help me towards that $1 million. But again, this isn't how it works. Co-coordinating, and I'll get to that in a moment, is about you meeting your world halfway. So it's your world bringing up for you to view, really, hey, over here, here's an option, and then you do your part by infusing that option that your environment has presented to you with action and positive thought quality and a coordinated frequency. There's a bunch of stuff that will get that version of reality materializing that you are accountable for, right? Your world is not going to do all of it for you. It's just not. Wanting, fearing, and holding on. Vadim says this in the book a number of times, and I absolutely love this statement. I want, I fear, I can't let go. So I want, I fear, I can't let go is I want something, right? I want money, but I fear I won't get it. I fear it's not for me. I fear I don't have what it takes. Therefore, you never do that. You never do that action. Again, it's that reaching out, right? So not letting go and holding on is you not throwing yourself in the direction of that thing, bringing again what you need to bring to help materialize that option. So wanting, fearing, holding on is definitely, it's desire. It's desire 100%. This is exactly what desire is. And then as Andrew, one of our favorite Transurfing TV viewers, hi Andrew, he gave a great little comment the other day about kicking it down the road. This is such a good one. Kicking it down the road. That's like you saying, oh, I know I need to do something, but I just don't know what to do, so I'm just going to wait until my world shows me what to do. Or maybe even something more unconscious than that, right? It's you kicking it down the road where you're just like not taking the initiative now, not doing what you need to do now, not taking action now. It's you really putting that thing off in a distance so you don't have to move or take action on it now. And most people that kick it down the road always kick it down the road. So they kick it down the road and then they'll get a little closer to it and then they'll kick it down the road again, and they never quite take accountability for just grabbing onto the thing and doing it now, right? Doing it now. So that's desire, determination to have. What is determination to have? This is action. This is you saying, this is my intention, right? I intend to have $1 million and I am going to do the things that I need to do now. Are you stuck in a dead-end job that you just make a wage? It's time to start brainstorming ideas, how you can be an entrepreneur, how you can do something bigger and better. If your intention really is for $1 million. Now, I honestly believe, and this is from my own personal experience, that I have encountered very, very few, if not any, people in my life that their true intention was money. Just as Vadim says, the sail of false belief will never fill with the wind of outer intention. This is people that go, well, I just want to have $1 million. It is the thing that is going to make your life feel like a feast that is going to be your intention, not just some monetary amount, right? So action towards that thing, whatever it is. Again, watch that video on curiosity. I talk about taking action, being curious, looking into doors that may possibly be for you and all that good stuff. And this helps you to move around the alternative space or the space of variations, connecting with more variables and opportunities to possibly help you realize that intention, right? Because that's what it's about. Outer intention brings us stuff that's intended for us, that's going to help us on our journey towards our goal, through our doors, but it's only going to offer this stuff via outer intention if you're stuck on a stale track where very, very little is happening. Then you are not going to have a lot of opportunities for outer intention to bring things in your direction. Outer intention brings things in your direction by you exiting outside of your comfort zone and connecting with variables that you have yet to connect with. I will make a separate video on this subject. Co-coordinating with your world. So again, I know I talked here, kicking it down the road, remaining stuck. Co-coordinating with your world is really about you being able to recognize when your world is presenting you an opportunity that's in line with your intention. So for me, I wanted to get transurfing out into the world in a big way. When Benjamin, the moderator on ITI, said, hey, why don't you take those little videos that you've been doing and put them on YouTube? This is me co-coordinating with my world. I don't say to myself, oh no, that's not for me, I can't be a YouTuber. I say, you know what? There it is. There's outer intention telling me exactly a way that I can realize my intention. Now, my responsibility, what my bag is here is that I then have to meet that challenge. I cannot just back away. I have to come out of my belief system, come out of my comfort zone, and I have to connect with that opportunity. Again, expanding your beliefs. You have to expand your beliefs in order to connect with certain things, right? Or rather, in order to move on certain things. Because at first, I will admit, my mind went, oh, you're too old to do YouTube. Oh, they're gonna laugh at you. Oh, you don't know how to talk on camera. All that stuff. But I had to expand my belief system so I could co-coordinate with my world. And to wrap this video up, one of the most valuable things that you can do for yourself to really harness the determination to have is to break through the stereotypes. If you are going to say to yourself, well, I'm not educated. Well, I don't know how to do that. Well, those things are intended for others and not for me. Those people know how to do that and I don't. Or I'm not the type of person that does that. All of this stuff, all of this kind of language is really put onto us, layered onto us, programmed into us via pendulums. You can do absolutely anything you want right now. If you're in your 50s and you all of a sudden think, oh, my life's passed me by, but I really wanted to be a doctor. You know what? You really could become a doctor right now. Would it be a long path? Yeah, it'd probably be a pretty long path if you're in your 50s. But you know what? You could do it, but you'd have to break through that stereotype that you couldn't go to med school in your 50s, right? Whatever it is, you have to push through that stereotype so you can get to the other side where apples fall to the sky, right? This is really what it's about. This is you stepping into a variation of reality where something that seemed once impossible now happens and you benefit from this theory, right? So let me know your thoughts on this one, everybody. I know it was a little bit of a long one, but this is Apples Fall to the Sky. Please like this video, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.